And we're back, you guys. Let us continue. So last time I got married with an evil woman. and now I'll continue with the quest for treasure hunting. Now, this quest is kind of boring because you gotta go through like a really deep cave and you're just fighting off enemies all the way to the end. There are like no puzzles or no cutscenes or anything. So I'm just gonna show you the way. And once I'm in the cave, I'm just gonna skip to the very end because I just don't see the point of recording the whole thing, and I really want to get a lot of things done on this episode so we can at least get this out of the way and make a lot more decisions on the throne room so that we can get closer to the final battle. There's a little side path here. Something hidden. Let's see what we got here. A little ruby. Alright. Seems like there's nothing else. Now there are semis along the way, I'll show them, but you know, inside the cave it's kind of like annoying because it's the we've already fought with them before, and you'll see them again now. You'll see what I mean. They're kind of annoying to fight with. Here we are outside. There's like a lot of hidden stuff around, I think.
Pull your head out your ass!
There are gnomes, of course. They're everywhere. Yeah, there are places around here to explore if you want to, like, find chests. The dog has already found one. Or something to pick up. Ah, collectibles. So, I haven't found all of these, so I really don't know what you get out of this. But, there are other types of flowers, I think. And I'm pretty sure this is the only area or place in the world where you can find them, because before we got here, we never saw them. So these are the enemies that I was talking about. And since they move around a lot, they're kind of annoying to kill. So the cave is filled with these guys. Or girls. So it'll be annoying to record the whole thing. Yeah, I'm starting to get a hang of those techniques. You sort of charge the hammer a little bit, and then you perform a normal attack, and he does that stun. It's gotta hurt. There we go. I'm not sure where I should go, but I'm gonna walk around a bit. Yeah, there is a chest here. Different shape because we're on the other side of the world. Okay. Just follow the shiny road, the sparkly stuff. I think you can turn it off if you're a fan of getting lost and trying to find the places on your own, because I've seen people who actually enjoy that. I've heard of people who do who don't use fast travel on Skyrim or Oblivion. I just like to walk around. I mean, I like to walk around on those games, but I don't do it too much, especially if I want to hurry up. But, you know, exploring a little bit is not too bad. Okay, more enemies. They really don't want me to get there. I mean, they die easily with spells, but the problem is that if they're, like, distant, they know what's best for them and they stay distant. They don't just jump into your spell like other enemies.
Starting with you.
I really hate leaving the gnomes to insult me. I'm gonna look for this one. Let's see where you are, you
Sure is a beautiful day. Except where you're standing.
bastard. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Easy to spot, I assume.
I'd like to get to know someone like you. And then drown them. Those are nice.
There you are.
But don't you think...
Yeah, if I get 10, I'll get something at least. I won't get all 50, but I'll get something for 10. So this is the place, and as I said before, I'm just gonna skip through this place because it's really a long trip to the end. And like I said before, there are no puzzles or anything. It's just a bunch of battles all the way to the end. I know that I did a lot of skipping on my first Fable, and a lot of people hated that. But I think this one is necessary. I just don't see the point to record countless battles as I go. Wonder if there's like a chest or something around here. Ah, enemies. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the end of the cave. I'll be battling. And we are back. I'm done with these enemies here. And there we go. There's a diamond. A gigantic diamond. If in real life there was a... well, probably, but if someone had a diamond like that, you know, you'd be set for life. Like a little rock can get you like $100,000. Imagine that big old chunk. I'm sure that when I grab it, there will be enemies. I grabbed some stuff along the way, but no big deal. The treasures in this game aren't really worth it. And fight again, as usual. Yeah, this cave had a lot of enemies in it. They love just having their diamond display without any purpose. I gotcha. Well, I think there's nothing on my way back. It's pretty much gonna be just getting out of the cave. I'm gonna go straight to the treasury so that I can turn in the diamond. It'll be added as money, of course. I guess it's a good help considering of the funds that we're getting. But we have enough money already to save the kingdom. On the loading screen, you can see the casualties for the war, and it says 0, so I'm okay. Alright, so I'll see you guys there. Probably nothing all the way to the end. Alright.
It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? Or perhaps you would prefer the funds were channeled into, let us say, a more personal account? A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, Your Majesty. Bravo. You have shown yourself to be a most talented monarch. The treasury is positively overflowing. You might even consider borrowing a little for yourself. Of course, it never hurts to earn even more. Who knows what the future will bring? With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child benefits, which were abolished under your brother's rule. There are vocal elements within the community who are clamoring for us to bring it back. In the interests of the Treasury and of the long-term welfare of the people, I have a counter-proposal. It's somewhat radical, but rather brilliant, if you don't mind me saying. We charge people for every child they have. This would keep the population low, but more importantly, the Treasury high. Is it really fair to bring new life into such an uncertain world? And won't that gold go to help the children who have already been born? Of course, you may also choose to keep Logan's policies. The matter is entirely in your hands. Very well, Your Majesty. The breeders amongst the rabble will be ecstatic, I'm sure. Perhaps you are considering making a personal donation to the Treasury to make up for the shortfall. It is entirely your decision, as always. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day. As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reaver's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reaver will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor, and the orphaned. And until we can change the whole world for the better, it will continue to be their only hope of survival. Isn't it time we held out a helping hand to those who need it most? The shelter is underfunded and the building has fallen into disrepair. Invest in the shelter and orphanage, and perhaps we can begin to create a better future for Albion's forgotten people.
I could not agree more. The city and its people are in dire need. But it is not charity they require. It is love. I propose we use this dilapidated building to help both them and ourselves. For love and money have always gone hand in hand. Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel.
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant. What matters is that the people get the love they need, and we get their money.
Yes, it's for your majesty to decide. Refurnish the shelter and orphanage, or convert it into a house of ill repute.
The poor of this city have suffered enough. We will renovate the shelter and orphanage.
The Bowerstone shelter shall be refurbished at the Crown's expense.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've done the right thing.
As you wish, Your Majesty. The parentless tykes and their destitute friends shall have a palace to call their own. Are you a beggar, too lazy to own your own clothes? Or perhaps an orphan, aching for a bowl of gruel? Then come to Riva Industries Shelter and Orphanage, where you'll find food, beds, clothes, and even new parents. No matter who you are, we care, even if you don't deserve it.
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue, the disposal of the city's waste. Riva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure you will have noticed a certain aroma permeating the city of late, even more nauseating than usual. I fear it is not merely the stench of the underprivileged. Bowerstone is beginning to have a serious waste disposal issue. We require an inexpensive and efficient solution, and I believe I've hit upon one. Now, currently, part of our waste is being disposed of in the Morningwood Marsh. With very little effort, Riva Industries could redirect all of the Bowerstone sewer system to flow directly into that region. As you know, it's a desolate place with no financial or cultural value to the kingdom. There can be little discussion as to the logic of this decision.
Hang on, this isn't right. Not right at all. We're all children of the soil. It's in our hearts, it's in our blood. It's under our fingernails. What I mean is, we're all equal when it comes to dirt, like. From dirt we come to dirt we go, yes? We who reside in Morningwood have as good a claim to being clean as anyone. And what of Morningwood itself? Its nature spirits, its woodland elves, and water fairies. Do they not deserve freedom from pollution too? Don't destroy paradise with your urban dregs, man. Channel the waste. Be one with the cycle of life. You have all these, like, factories and stuff, don't you? Turn one into a, what do you call it? One of those things, a sewage reclamation facility. Right on.
What shall you decide, Your Majesty?
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone's sewage problem.
The king has spoken. Morningwood shall not be used as a waste site. The sanitation committee will look into safer alternatives.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You were in touch with your inner innards. Granny Nature thanks you from, like, the bottom of her heart.
A pity. I must admit I was rather looking forward to breathing fresh air, but I'm sure Your Majesty knows best. There is nothing as important as the health and hygiene of our citizens. As such, Riva Industries is delighted to announce the opening of the Bowerstone Sewage Recycling Facility, because there can be no affluence without effluence.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Well, let's check it out. Let's see what Paige wants. I think I can skip my trouble there to the industrial. You know, I think she could have just come to me and say, hey, you know, let's talk, let's have a conversation. Have to like go all the way over there, you know, the king has to walk. Yeah. King needs a little golf car drive around. So a lot of people were tempted the first time they played this game to make all the right choices, but they lack the funds to, you know, to basically okay. Alright. They lack the funds to do all those things, and at the same time they couldn't save all the people in the world, so apparently when they finished the game, everybody was dead, and a lot of people thought that that was how the game works. But I figure it out. I mean, it's not really a big deal. You don't need a strategy guy to figure it out. And it's only a matter of making the money yourself. You can still make the right choices and still save everyone, so there's no point on trying to make the bad decisions just to make some money. But yeah, you have to pretty much buy the whole world, buy all the houses, all of the businesses, and keep that income coming from the beginning of the game all the way to the end. And at this point, you should have at least enough money to save the kingdom. But as you can see, it says there the casualties and it's 0, so I'm okay. You know, I'll make it. It says the number of people who are gonna die if you're doing it wrong. So let's see what she wants. Almost there. Here we are.
It's not every day a king walks into the rebel headquarters. You've changed the world since we last stood here.
You had a lot to do with it, Paige.
But we still haven't changed things enough. Without Logan's troops, crime is becoming a serious problem. There's one man in particular, Nigel Ferret. He's making this city his own. Every criminal in Bowerstone reports to him now. He's too powerful for me to deal with, and he's not easy to find. But I know how you can get to him. Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
Alright, so I'm going to be doing that on the next one, and I'll see you guys there. And yeah, bye-bye.